Hello, welcome back to Traveling Teacher Talk.
Hi guys, thanks again for joining us.
Yeah, so today, what's it like living in China? What's it like, Guy?
Look, it's awesome. We've been here collectively for more than 10 years now, and we just find it so easy to live.
It is. In comparison to Australia and other places that we've lived in, it's the easiest country to live in.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, Australia is still our home country.
It's awesome.
And it's beautiful, but it's just a different vibe here. It's a different life, and it's something that we've become very accustomed to, and we really enjoy it, don't we?
Yeah, we do. It's our favourite place to live, really, because put all the different elements together, like the ones we'll talk about today: accommodation, travel, food, restaurants, eating out, and payment systems. All of those aspects are the easiest here.
Absolutely. So with accommodation, it's super easy, right?
Yeah.
Like
super.
normally your school, like if you're working for a school or maybe even a company, I'm not sure, they'll often have in their contract that you get either a housing allowance or they'll have an apartment or something like that.
Or a liaison.
Yeah, that's linked to their business. And quite often, as we've found before, you can actually easily get an apartment. That's no problem.
Yeah, well, we've done that many times. We've gone down to the real estate agent, used the translation app, and they've taken us on the hunt for apartments, and super easy and super cheap as well. The apartments, Di, what do you reckon?
The apartments are so well maintained. I mean, okay, as a foreigner, it's not your big Australian house with your living room, your dining room, your patio, blah, blah, blah. But it's usable space that is really practical, isn't it?
That's right. They're usually apartments. And in living in Australia, we always lived in a house most of the time. But living in an apartment is super easy here, and it's convenient. And you're usually in a great big garden. It's secure, it's clean, got lots of facilities, and it's super cheap as well. And the apartments furnished, they usually have awesome furnishings, and you can go and hunt for the apartment that you want. The diversity is amazing, with or without a balcony, with or without a swimming pool.
And quite often you're on top of a mall, or the mall is across the road. So it's super easy just to go and get shopping if you want to. There's also lots of restaurants, lots of shops, lots of coffee shops. So it's really awesome.
The main thing that I would say about the Chinese people and living in China is that they're infinitely practical.
Yeah.
Practicality is almost number one here. Yeah, so accommodation, Di, is super easy, right?
Yeah, it certainly is. How do you get around though? That was one question that we get asked a lot. How do you get around? China has an awesome high-speed network, right?
Oh, high-speed train network.
From one end of the country to the other, from east to west. It's just so easy to buy tickets. It's so easy to travel on the trains. They've got food. They've got toilets and etc. All those really important things.
Look, the high-speed train network is super awesome. Even just short distances, you can get on a high-speed train, be there in 15 minutes. We've done that many times. The metro system or subway or underground is awesome in the cities. Most of the Tier 1 cities and other cities, Tier 2 cities, have subway networks. And if you're in a place that doesn't, you're connected with high-speed trains. There's also the bus system is amazing, the taxi or hail rideshare system with their ditties over here.
Yeah, they call them ditties.
Yeah, they're so easy. The traveling transport is super easy.
Plus, you've got bikes that you can hire.
I forgot about those.
Little green bikes or little yellow bikes or little blue bikes. Yeah.
And some are electric and some are just pedal bikes.
Yeah, and they're awesome. Just to do a little short trip up to the mall, or you just want to go on a little trip around and look
at the mountains. What about food and eating out or eating in?
Like the restaurants, there's just so many restaurants. It's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, even in this small complex where we are, there's almost every second shop is a restaurant.
There's a plethora.
That is.
The different types of food that you can eat, right? And it's not just chicken's feet and duck's blood and scorpions and bugs and stuff like that. They're just the funky things that you can buy in markets in some of the big cities.
We were walking through the mall last night and we were absolutely surprised how many restaurants were absolutely chock-a-block with people.
Yeah.
And it's so cheap, isn't it? It's not expensive at all.
You really get used to it. We're actually saying that so many people go to restaurants. How come people aren't inside? It's raining. They should be inside having their dinner, but they're in restaurants because the restaurant food is cheap. It's awesome. It's great quality. It's super fresh and it's delicious. And the diversity of food that you can have is just outstanding.
Absolutely.
What do you reckon?
I reckon that in a lot of situations, by the time you go to the supermarket and buy the ingredients ingredients that you would make a particular dish,
Yeah.
you can easily just pop downstairs
Yeah.
to a restaurant
Even
and
like
get something for half the price, right?
like some of our favorites, rice with jedza. Jedza is eggplant
Or
or
aubergine.
aubergine, yeah, depending on where you're from. So we'll also have a video on food and the types of food, and we'll expose Chinese food for you.
And some funky food, let me tell you.
As
There's
well
also,
as
there's also like big buffets. Like there's a Ramada hotel near us,
Mm.
and they have an awesome buffet,
Yeah,
and it's for under $20 Australian.
yeah.
It's just unbelievable.
Oh, it's amazing, and the quality is outstanding,
Mm.
second to none.
Mm.
Okay, so food is great. So how do you pay for all this, Di?
Well, you can still use cash, but the most effective and most convenient is WeChat Pay or Alipay.
True.
So as we've mentioned before, WeChat is their kind of like messaging system, and everything can be done through WeChat. You can order takeaway, like the Meituan app, which are delivery guys that come to your door and give you the food, or
You can just pay.
yeah.
Like WeChat is, as Di's saying, messaging system, but it also connects to your bank so that you can pay through a QR code. And so WeChat Pay, Alipay are both the same. You can pay for transport, easy peasy, going through the subway, QR code, scan that code, it takes it automatically out of your WeChat Pay or your Alipay. Accommodation, you can pay tens or tens of thousands of RMB for your accommodation, all from your WeChat or Alipay. Eating out in the restaurant, you can go to a street vendor and they'll have their little QR code that you scan and pay. It might be even just 2 yuan, which I don't know how much that is, like 50 Australian cents or something. They can take tiny amounts or huge amounts.
I don't remember the last time I actually did
Played
a
with
transaction with money. I guess, no, I don't remember
Going
the
to
last
Hong
time.
Kong. So super easy. Accommodation is awesome.
Mm-hmm. Accommodation is second to none for us.
Yeah,
It's just easy, it's clean, it's reliable, and super cheap.
super cheap. Travel, easy to book, easy to pay for, easy to get. And what we didn't mention about the travel is whenever you go to a station, be it a metro station or train station or an airport, super organized.
Absolutely.
There might be a lot of people, but it's so organized, it runs like clockwork. Anyway, and eating out or buying groceries.
Eating out and buying groceries is super easy. You will find international type supermarkets and you'll find local supermarkets.
Yeah.
The local supermarkets are by far cheaper.
Super cheap, yeah.
Then you've got the wet markets, and they're just amazingly cheap.
Yeah.
we go to this one go all the time, and we get like enough food for maybe 3 or 4 days, and it costs us maybe a couple of dollars Australian.
So payments,
generally speaking, payments are easy, eating out is easy, travel's easy, accommodation's easy. So what's it like living in China? Super easy.
Super easy.
And
it's
super
great.
fun. And super fun. Anyway, we hope you've enjoyed this information. If you want to know anything else about China, please drop a comment below. But as usual, like, share, subscribe, and thanks so much for joining us. And we'll
see you in the next
see you in
one.
the next one.